What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video of this channel. And today, guys, as you probably guessed it by the thumbnail and the title of the video, we're gonna be lowering the car and also putting spaces on it. So finally the car is gonna be looking low and nice. So yeah, guys, let's not waste any time and let me actually show you the springs and the spaces, and we'll get on to installing them. So guys, I bought these springs off Facebook Marketplace, and they came out from the same car as mine, but a 1.9 TDI, but the chassis is the same, so hopefully they should fit. And the guy told me that the car should hopefully be lowered between 30 and 40 mil, but we'll see. And also I bought these spaces, they're actually brand new. So I have these ones which are 20 mil for the rear, and these ones here, they are 15 mil for the front. So with this setup, hopefully the car is going to be looking nice. So let me actually show you guys. Look at the rear. There's so much space between the tire and the arch. So guys, that's how the car is sitting at the moment. As you guys can see, the tire is really like pushed inwards, and hopefully the space is going to bring it forward a little bit and it's going to look nice. And also, as you guys can see, it looks like a truck. I can fit 4 fingers and a little bit, maybe even 5. So after installing the springs, hopefully the fitment will be like 2 fingers, 1.5, I don't know. We'll see how it is. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited about this, and as I said, I hope that the car is going to be looking way better, and hopefully it won't be too low or too high, I don't know. But yeah, I have all the parts down here, as you guys saw, and I'm gonna start undoing the wheels, lifting up the car, and getting straight into it. So guys, I've decided to start with the rear first because I know the front is harder to do, but I want to start with the rear because it's easier to take off the spring, and then I'm going to lower the car and see how it sits, and if there's any point doing the front, because if it's too low, then obviously no point doing the front. So yeah, we're going to start off with this, but from what I can see, there's only one bolt, which is this one here, that needs to be taken off, and hopefully the whole control arm will drop down and take off the spring. So yeah, I'm gonna try this now and see if that's gonna work or not. So guys, as you just saw, we actually swapped the spring and I also put the spacer and the tire. I'll show you right now how it looks like. And the next side, that I'm gonna show you in more detail because we were trying to figure out how to do it now. So guys, that's the right side that we haven't touched yet. And as you can see, the wheel is like really pushed inward without the spacer, and obviously the height is about 5 fingers. And let me show you on this side. As you can see, the wheel is flush with the fender, and it's looking amazing. And also, as I said before, I was guessing it will be about 2 fingers, and it's about 2 fingers exactly. So this is the perfect right height for me. I think if I go lower, it would look obviously better, but for now, about the right quality and the height of the wheel, I think it's perfect for me. And also with the spaces, it looks amazing. So guys, as you can see, obviously this is the new one and this is the old one, and as you can see, the red one is a little bit lower than the black one, but I don't know, like I thought it was going to be more. So guys, obviously the first thing that you have to do is remove the wheel. I've put it there so it holds the car, because I'm going to need this jack to hold the control arm. So the first thing that you have to do is undo the bolt that I showed you earlier. So guys, as you can see, this is the bolt that you have to undo, and then obviously on this side, it's you have to hold it with the same key so it doesn't move. So after you've undone the bolt, this whole control arm should drop down, and then you'll be able to take off the spring. And then with the jack, I'm gonna lift it up so I can lift the control arm, and the spring will go up as well. And yeah, I'll show you in a time lapse now how to do it. And just like that, guys, the spring is finally on. As I said, just a bolt, just one bolt, take it out, pull the control arm, take off the old one, put the new one in, and that's it. So yeah, now that we're done with the back, we need to start with the front, which is going to be even worse because there's more bolts. It's just a more hassle to do, but I'm sure we'll manage to do it. So before we actually start swapping the front springs, I just want to show you the before, how it looks like. So as you can see, the height is about 4 fingers exactly, and also without the spacers, that's how it looks like. It's not as much pushed inwards as it was for the rear, but it's still pushed a little bit. So that's why I got the 15 mil spacers for the front and the 20 mil for the back. And also for this side, it's the same. As you can see, the wheel is a bit like pushed inward, and also the right height is again 4 fingers. So yeah, let's get straight into installing them, and we'll see how it's gonna look like. I hope it's gonna be even lower than the rear, so because the rear is 2 fingers, and hopefully the front's gonna be like 1.5 or maybe even 1. We'll see. So as you saw, I took off the wheel, and by looking at it, I think it's more difficult than the rear, as I said before. Anyway, but what you have to do is, first of all, take off that bolt here, which is for the drop link, this thing here. Then after that, you have to take off this one and also hold it with the M14 key down there. And this bolt technically holds the strut. And also there's 3 bolts which are underneath here, these ones here. And I think that's about everything. And then obviously with a little bit of a hammer, just hammer it down, and hopefully the strut will separate from here. But firstly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some WD-40, because God knows when was the last time they were actually replaced or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna cover all the bolts with WD-40. I'm also gonna put some WD-40 here, so it'll be easier to, you know, separate them. Also, I'm gonna do this side first on my own, and I will probably do just a time lapse, and then on the other side I'll show you in more detail again how to do it. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So guys, as you can see, it's a whole mess. We had to take off the drive shaft because the bolt for the drop link actually snapped, and then also one of the bolts that holds the strut from the top is snapped again. But yeah, we actually managed to take it off and put the new spring on, and it's all good now.
Sitting lonely in my room again, trying to find the words to say, but nothing comes out.
So guys, as you can see, the bolt that was holding the strut stripped, so we're gonna have to find another solution. But as you guys can see, there's so much rust on it, and obviously I was expecting this to happen, but it is what it is. We're gonna try and think of something now.
But I see the light from far away, it's down the line. Maybe I should not give up without a fight, 'cause there will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time. Oh, 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 oh. There will be a time.
So as you can see, we took off the whole thing from the drive shaft, and now this whole strut is only held by 3 bolts here on the top, and also here they are. So that one there, and then one at the back, which I already taken. So once we take these 2 off, this whole strut should come off.
Cause now I'm feeling like a fool again, thinking I can fool myself by telling me lies when there's so many.
So guys, we took off the strut with the spring. It's over there. However, we had some issues. So this, I think this is called a top mount, I believe. Anyway, one of the bolts is stripped, so we had to cut the head off from the top here. Let me show you. As you guys can see, we had to cut this bolt here. And yeah, that took like an hour, but it's all sorted now. We're gonna put the new spring in, you know, put it all back together. Then we're gonna put the drop link and then the drive shaft, the 3 bolts here for the control arm, pull the brake disc, the brake pads, the caliper, everything back together, and hopefully everything should be fine. Okay, so everything is put back together. As you can see, the spring is finally on the car. And for the strut bolt here, we bought a new one. It's M12, and I believe it's 80 mil in terms of length. And then obviously on the top here, we got another bolt as well. This one, I'm gonna spray some black paint here so it doesn't rust. But we got a new bolt here as well. So yeah, it was a hassle doing all of this, but I don't think I'll ever do something like this in my life again. But yeah, I'm gonna put the wheel back on and see how it looks. Finally, the car is complete, so let me actually show you. I'll give you a walk around the car, and if you can tell if there's any difference or not. So guys, as you can see, the front is a bit higher than I expected it to be, because last time I could fit 4 fingers and now it's about 3. But I think maybe they have to settle in more, but I'm not sure. Maybe because the road is a bit like a hill, and obviously the way is going to the back more, but we'll see in the future. But it's still fine. It's definitely, there's a difference from before and now. And then obviously moving to the rear, there's a big difference, because before I used to fit 5 fingers, like my whole hand, and now it's just 2 fingers. So definitely the rear is a bit better than the front. But as I said, hopefully the front should lower a little bit more once it settles down. So guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I know that I didn't record everything, but I was just annoyed because there were too many strip bolts. And yeah, but I think the car turned out nice. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Do you think there's a big difference from before? I think it looks good. I just wish that the front was a little bit lower than it is right now. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. I'm gonna be uploading more, hopefully. And yeah, leave a like, share with your friends. Also follow me on Instagram to see more updates about the car. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.